Hey guys, Dabloon here, and today's another BTD6 video. And today is Monday for me, so I thought, hey, last week was kind of crazy, so let's have some fun today. So we are going to do half cash chimps. Now what that means is we're going to be using all of the chimps rules on half cash mode, meaning we cannot lose any lives, we cannot sell any towers, we cannot make any money besides the ones we get for popping the Bloons. It sounds a little crazy and difficult, but luckily Ninja Kiwi just dropped the new map Resort, and it's actually very, very easy. So we're going to do that right now. So if you guys are just looking for a regular half cash strategy, this will work definitely for you because there is no monkey knowledge since we're using chimps rules for this. Now the best way to start this off on this map is going to be placing this tack shooter all the way to the top left so we can put some more stuff in there later. Now what made me want to do this is because if you haven't seen yet, I did a chimps map strategy for this mode. No, I did chimps mode strategy for this map, and I was able to have $100,000 left over at the end. So I was like, well, if we have that much money left over, we really don't need that many towers. So let's try it on half cash. And then sure enough, I just changed it up a little bit. Well, actually a lot of it. We don't use any of the same towers, or do we? No. Last time we used Etienne or Etienne, whatever you want to call him. And then we also used the fire tack. Well, this time we're going to be using the bottom path tack. You guys know the tack zone. We're going to be adding in some villages there so we can pop some leads. We're going to be using Pat, and it's just going to kind of wreck through everything pretty easily. I do have a little challenge for most of you guys watching right now. And what I mean by that is at the very, very end, we're going to have like $24,000 left, right? But we're going to have to spin that to beat round 98 because round 98 is a little treacherous. So the way I went with is pretty easy, and we end up having like $5,000 left over. So I challenge you guys once we get to round 98 to do it with less money than what I use, and let me know what you did below. So use the same towers, everything else to build up to it, but on round 98, let me know what you did because I want to see this thing with like $15,000 or $20,000 left over on half cash chimps. And let me give a quick shout out to all you awesome viewers out there. We just hit 38,000 subscribers on this channel, which is nuts, guys. I remember like a year and a half to like 2 years ago, I would just every single video I'd be like, guys, thank you for 100, thank you for 105, thank you for 200, and now we're up to 38,000. So it's just been a crazy journey, and I love it so much. So thank you guys for all the support and awesomeness. And if you haven't yet, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to put Pat here at the far bottom right. And the reason why is because I'm going to put an alchemist up here later to only be in range of the tack. So I'm going to put Pat on strong here. So now all we have is a 102. And we're going to upgrade him a little bit, and then we're going to need something for camo because, as you know, these guys can't pop camo. And I wanted to upgrade to even faster shooting, but I really don't think we'll have enough. With half cash, you never know. You're like, okay, I'm so used to chimps mode, I'm so used to hard mode that I know for a fact I'll have enough money. But then next thing you know, you don't have enough money. You're not even close. And to be honest, I really don't think we're going to have enough for this right now. I feel like I did this wrong. You know what? I did do this wrong. So what we have to do is I messed up. So we're gonna have to fix this a little bit. Well, let's get this guy here and get this one just for now. So what I was supposed to do is I was gonna get the little fire monkey first, but I think I messed that up. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to just like maybe get this guy. I don't know. It'll be fine either way. But now I'm just not gonna get the fire monkey. So things happen, guys. You know, when you're testing it out, ready for a video, you're like, oh, this is be really cool, and then you don't write it down, and then you just forget what you did. So then you lead up to another strategy. But that's what's cool, and that's what inspires innovation, because you really forgot what you did, so you have to try something different, and then you lead to somewhere else. With all that said, what I'm going to do is try to get 540 before round 33 so we can pop the rest of the camos. He'll handle the lead, I hope. He is on strong, so we should be able to handle everything. And this thing goes around the track like 50 times in the middle before it goes all the way around. So we should be okay here. And there we go. We do have the submergent support, but I am going to leave it on. Trying to think, do we even need to unsubmerge it? I'm trying to be lazy with my clicks here. So I'm going to get faster shooting now. All right, here's that tack sprayer. Now, can we get $3,455 by round 40 on half cash? I mean, you can get that with like round 38 and 39 on regular mode. I don't know about half cash, but we're going to try it, and hopefully we don't get like wrecked on 36. But again, it's going to circle around this middle part like a lot. So I think we'll be okay, but I'll check back in. Pat seems to be struggling against these leads on 38, but I think our tack should be able to hit everything. There we go. We got that last one right there. So that's not a problem. So I remember what I did or what I didn't do this time. So what I did was I got a wizard and I placed him right here. And then I got him up to intense magic and monkey sense before round 24. And then I went straight for fireball and wall of fire before upgrading my tack zone or my tack any further, because this is kind of useless. We spent a bunch of money on this just to get camo when the wizard did just fine. So that would have been a little better result. We wouldn't have even had to worry about those little pinks right there that kind of slipped through. But now that we have overdrive, I'm not really worried about it anyway. It does not matter. And that mob's going to be nothing. So here's the mob. You can use your first ability if you want to. And now with this gap to 402, we are untouchable by the Bloons, which are really, really cool. The mobs will give us a little bit of trouble, but again, because it circles around so much, this guy has more than enough time. Now, before we go for 21,600, so if you guys didn't know, they did buff / nerf this tax zone. So they took away his ability to pop lead as a tax zone, but they lowered his money a little bit significantly. Unfortunately though, we are going to have to buy an MIB for it. So that money kind of just, you spend a little more going for the MIB, but at least it still works out and it's still not that expensive for a 5th tier. So it's pretty cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place this here to where it's only hits the tax zone and not Pat is my goal there anyway. And then we're going to get Berserker Brew and we're going to save up 3240 for Stronger Simulant, which is going to take a lot longer than normal. Are you guys used to that on half cash? Because I'm definitely not. I'm sitting there waiting and I'm like, okay, this round for sure. And then it's the next like 4 rounds because it's just so slow with the money. Imagine doing half cash chimps though on like a harder map though, like one that's, because a lot of these, you're going to need monkey knowledge. Like the expert maps, you're going to need monkey knowledge for half cash. It's just how it goes. I try to do them without them, make guides for you guys, but it's pretty much impossible. So imagine like a haunted on half cash with chimps lives. Like that's crazy, right? Like you're just gonna lose a bunch of lives. Let's grab stronger acid perishing potions, and now we don't have to do anything until we get 21,600. We don't got to spend any money or use any abilities or anything because these guys will more than hang for everything. So here's the tax zone on round 77 for 21,600, and I got a little late. We saved up even $1,000 more. Now with that, we're pretty much good for a while. I'm not gonna say till the end, but for a while. So what I would like to do now is I need to get 2 villages. Now, unfortunately, we need 2 villages now since they nerfed it / buffed it because he cannot pop leads. So we're gonna go for, well, actually, let's get Monkey Business, and then we'll buy another one. We'll do that. We'll double discount it since we're gonna buy both 3rd tier villages, save some money here. So if you guys didn't know, I bought one first and then I bought another one here because then that one's going to be a little bit discounted, right? And now I can go buy both of these because this one's going to be like 460 now, right? And now this is cheaper, and then the radar scanner is going to be cheaper, and the MIB is going to be a lot cheaper. And if you are doing this like I am, make sure to hit the next and then the free play so you don't just give up and finish on half cash. But if that's all you guys needed was a half cash strategy for resort with no monkey knowledge, there you go, super easy stuff. And you really didn't need to buy any of those villages because this thing can carry well on its own. But for those of you continuing with me all the way to 100 because we're doing chimps mode on half cash, we got the Monkey Intelligence Bureau, which is usually I think like 8,100, and now it's only 6,800. So we are saving a good amount of money, especially when we buy this one and then Jungle Drums and the primary training. I don't know the exact numbers. If you guys know the exact math of how much we're saving by using the double discounts, let me know below. My favorite part about this tower has to be the fact though that DDTs, as long as he can pop lead, so now we do require the Monkey Intelligence Bureau, but as long as this tax zone can pop lead, the DDTs are no longer on a circle map like this. So like this one, or on Balance, or on another map that circles, I can't think of any right now. So I guess Lotus Island can kind of work like that too, right? But as long as they can pop lead, those DDTs just get wrecked under it, which is really, really cool. And then Pat can kind of punch things back. Just a really cool synergy, and then if you need his ability, you do have it. But I am going to get bigger radius for this side, and then Jungle Drums is another $300 cheaper, and then primary training, I think we saved a couple $100, maybe like 150. But either way, we saved a bunch of money, and now we have this guy who is super buffed. He can pop leads again, and he's buffed by the Alchemist, and he has the primary training. And with this setup here, we are on round 87 right now. We have $5,400 left still, and we are good to go at least till, well, yeah, like 98. We're gonna have to step in at 98 and do some stuff, but until then, we don't have to do nothing. So here we are in round 95, half cash chimps, and I just want to show you how cool this thing is. We still have $20,000 almost left over in half cash. And we do have to have 2 villages, which just seems a little ridiculous. But look, before they even get around that first bin, he's popping most of them. I don't think any of them are even gonna make it out of here, right? This is really cool for round 95. I love it, I love it. Now, unfortunately, 98 is going to wreck us. So that's why I was saying we have about like $24,000 left. We might have a little bit more now that I use the discount villages. We saved a couple grand there. But what I ended up doing was I used the Juggernaut because I was streaming on Friday last week and people were helping me beat the race because this week's race is on the resort map, and they're like, use the Ultra Juggernaut, it's ridiculous, it destroys everything, and sure enough it does. So it actually really helps on here. But what I was trying to do was find a way. Are we gonna get wrecked right here? Let's see. Okay, I was gonna say, how are we not gonna get wrecked right now? I've never seen him make it that far, but to be honest, when I first did this run before I made the video, I just kind of like let it go on challenge editor. If you guys saw at the beginning, I hadn't even beaten half cash in here yet. I let it go on challenge editor, just let it go until I died, and I came back and I died 98. So I know that it beats 96 and 97. And we definitely do have a lot more money left. That's really cool. We saved a good chunk of money by not buying like the fire guy, I guess, and using the discount villages. Now, so what I was challenging you guys was to try to beat this cheaper. Try to use something like, I'll show you what I like, different ways around it. Like I tried to do this way, right? Like I wanted it in range of the village, so it's cheaper. It has that little extra speed. And I thought maybe just Moab glue and some glue splatter would work, right? Because that's always a good little combo there. So I tried that out first, and then as soon as the ZOMGs are in the range of Pat, before it gets too overwhelming, like as you can see, they're kind of circling around, I dropped that first ability and let this dude just go crazy since he's all primary training, all that kind of stuff. But what happens is, as you can see, there are way too many ceramics here. We are going to get wrecked. So then since ceramics are our main problem, I tried to go with the top path Bloon solver, and we don't have enough. We actually might have enough since I did the double discount village now. That's actually really cool. Let's try this out. That might be the answer right here. And it's not. We're still $5,000 off. So then another attempt, I had like 2 of these guys that did the Moab press and a sniper and a glue. And I'm like, well, with all that money, I'd rather just buy this one cool guy right here. We go all the way up to Juggernaut, quick shots, leave it on first. Doesn't really matter what targeting. Now I tried to beat this without having any abilities, but unfortunately we do have to use abilities on 98 and 100. I almost did no abilities half cash chimps, but it wasn't quite there. So what we're gonna do is wait until it gets in range of the ZOMGs again and just hit that first ability. And between the Juggernaut and Pat, everything is just gone, as you can see. And if anything does make it past, Ultra Jug's there to just wreck it. Really cool stuff. Now 99, you're like, well, I don't have an ability. What's gonna happen? Doesn't matter. They're gonna wreck through that thing like butter. Warm butter, I guess. And then now for this bad, we do have to use our ability when it comes through. But my challenge for you guys earlier was just to try to beat that cheaper. Like we have $13,000 left, which is nice, but I want more. I want like $20,000 left on half cash chimps. Let's hit that first ability now that guy's in range. He should do most of the damage. As soon as those DTs come out, they are dead because of the MIB. And now we have Ultra Jug and this guy just wrecking it. And there you go. There's an insta on half cash because you went to round 100. Plus you just got the half cash medal and an insta because you did the chimps mode. I really don't know much more to say, guys. This is really fun. This is half cash on chimps. Let me know if you want to see any other maps on half cash chimps. And then maybe we can try like alternate Bloon rounds chimps or double HP Moabs chimps, because then that'd be like a double HP bad, which would be kind of crazy. So if you guys like this, let me know below by hitting that like button. The more likes you guys give it, the more people see it, and the more my channel can grow. We can go well above 38,000 because I'm trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by June. So if you guys haven't hit that subscribe button, just do it because it's cool and it's free. And with all that said, guys, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.